Good afternoon, Facebook, and happy Friday.
Happy September.
Happy September, indeed.
September.
This is Mike George here with Matthew Equality Gutierrez.
Not to be confused with once again Gonzalez.
Yes, as he's so diligent in reminding me. Anywho, we were on...
You tagged me in this, did you?
I totally tagged you in this, babe. So, anywho, we are on the road just south of Tacoma. We just dropped off a shipment that was due to Puyallup, Washington. It was a shipment of corrugated steel. Now we're actually without any sort of flatbed trailer, so we're just bobtailing it, as they say in the biz.
He said it right
yeah, it's not to be confused with pigtail. It is a bobtail. In case there was any others that were possibly confused about that.
Any sense to use the word pig?
Le cochon.
Hi, Alan.
Wait, is Alan with us today?
I mean, it says he's watching.
Oh, is he watching from Scandals, or is he watching from Silverado today? Either way, I'm jealous, but perhaps soon we will be able to make a stop in Portland. We are due to Troutdale, Oregon, which is kind of a suburb of Portland where the truck terminal is. We'll be stopping in there probably around 6 p.m. tonight, which gives us a lovely evening of fun and games in the lovely city of Portland.
I love games.
I love games. I love gays. I love my Leah. We get to see the lovely Miss Leah Paul again tonight. Little two in a row bonus. So, actually, yes. So, we'll get to see the lovely Miss Leah Paul. And we get to see Cosmo as well. And yeah, it's just gonna be a good night. Do we have any? I don't think we have any plans for tonight, babe. I don't know. What are your ideas on what to do tonight in Portland?
Try to take over the world.
Try and take over the world, along with Celine Dion, the best singer in the world.
To some people.
Well, to the people that counts.
I mean, I can't refute that one.
Yay. Anywho, so I don't know. Let's see. We kind of drove up north on I-5 from kind of around the Sacramento area, Modesto. I think Stockton was where we were technically at, right? One of those little Modesto. Okay, yeah, Modesto, California is where we picked up the load that we just dropped off in Washington State.
All because the damn freaking people couldn't take the shit today. They can't take it for a fucking week, so I dropped it off at my terminal, and now it is somebody else's problem.
Mm-hmm. A lot of transferring of load going on because of active job sites that may not be ready to take Matt's load. So yeah, you know, that's not everybody can take his load.
Not like you can.
Not like I can, of course. Yes. That's why he keeps me around in the truck.
That is totally not why I keep you around in the truck.
I mean, the cheap Asian labor is always a plus too. But you know.
That's so not even it either.
I love you.
You're making me sound like such an awful person.
Oh, but Facebook is. We all know that Facebook is good about reserving judgment till late, till it gets all the facts straight, right?
Oh, you mean reserving judgment, getting all the facts before making that judgment, and knowing that not everything that they see on Facebook is fucking true. Come on, bitch! Are you fucking serious? Get your Florida ass back to Florida.
Oh God, we have a Florida driver? I thought we were sort of like safely away from all those bitches. Florida drivers are the worst, by the way. I'm pretty sure I think this is something that we can all agree on Facebook is Florida drivers are the worst. I know every state likes to pretend like every state has their own little thing about either them being the best or the worst drivers. Michigan drivers are, I think, also consistently on the worst drivers list.
I don't know. I know some of my really good friends are actually from Florida and actually are very good drivers. So I don't know if I can agree with that one.
Really, Florida?
Yep. Florida.
Ugh, really? What other state? Let's kind of talk about what states have like the best drivers and stuff. I mean, I'm obviously gonna put Ohio on there.
None of them.
Oh, come on.
None
Ohio
of
people
them.
are great drivers. I mean, well, you know what? They used
No,
to be.
they don't.
I feel like they used to be. I don't know what happened. Maybe it's a Columbus thing or I don't know, but I feel like where I came from in Ohio, like Eastern Ohio, was really good about the whole driving on the right side and passing on the left
Passing on
pattern.
the right side
And, you know, there was,
crashing in the right side.
well, if you're going to crash, you do it on the right side, okay? I don't understand when these bitches will be, you know, pulled over with their broken down cars in the left median in this, you know, in the speed lane, and then they, you know, like that's
Hammer lane.
the hammer lane. Yes, the hammer lane, baby. But yeah, that's odd to me. I mean, you know, to me, I've always kind of known it. There's a spectrum of speed. As you go from your right to the left, you're supposed to get faster with your traffic flow.
California drivers are pretty good.
California, actually, I will say, California drivers are they follow that convention. I mean, yeah, California drivers are pretty aggressive, and they're pretty, you know, they use their time and distance efficiently.
It's just
but-
there's so much traffic that's what makes it suck.
Right, you're just-
drivers don't suck. Well, other than the fact that they don't know how to use blinkers, but that's a given, and they'll cut you off any chance they get. They get an inch and they're shoving it in there.
Mm-hmm. I mean, lane is so precious out there. It's not like Ohio where you have like 2 miles to make any sort of lane decision, you know.
Well,
Yet Ohio people will still find a way to fuck it up.
I mean, I love my people from Ohio, but you know, let's talk about driving for a minute.
See, we Eastern Ohioans, we had to deal with Pittsburgh. Like, we grew up driving through Pittsburgh, and if you can, I feel like Pittsburgh's one of those places, if you can drive in Pittsburgh, you can make it anywhere.
I mean, girl, I did New York. It's not
See,
like you're make it here.
I don't think New York is that difficult to drive in. I mean, it's got like it's got a lot of traffic and it's got all the pedestrians and stuff, but I mean, it's congested as hell. But I mean, I feel like the roads are generally like, well, I don't know. I mean, they do the best they can in the limited amount of space provided. You know, you kind of gotta live with the reality of 8 million people on an island in New York. I mean, of course, you're gonna have traffic problems. But
I was gonna give a shout out to our homegirl.
oh yes, actually, we just got one of these little Coke bottle, cherry Cokes here, and we just got a little shout out to our friend Bernie here, Bernice.
Girl, Bernice.
Bernice.
Have fun in L.A.
Yeah, Bernie's going down to LA for the weekend. He's probably got too much shit going on to bother with checking his Facebook Live or any of that, but that's all right because we love you, Bernie. But yeah, he's going down to Venice Beach, hanging out with some cute boys down there. So yeah, a little shout out to Bernie and Brett as well. I don't think Brett's even on my Facebook. I gotta add his. Ass.
I guess that makes me special.
Oh, you got Brett's Facebook and I didn't. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So anywho, so yeah, it is Friday.
That's a random place for a teriyaki joint.
A lot of fun.
Teriyaki.
Yeah, a lot of fun things planned for the weekend. We're
You got it, girl.
we're lucky enough to be kind of, like I said, we'll be stationed in Portland at least for the night.
You're lucky, he's lucky, we're all lucky.
Yes, the magical land of ports.
Landia.
I was just thinking of Port Wine, but let's go with that too, baby. Portlandia is so 2090s, you know.
2090s. What the
Yeah,
hell
no,
are you
it's like, it was like during that time that we all wished that we were back in the 90s, and then the 90s came and bit us in the ass with Clinton and Trump, and then we are kind of like in this weird, like, kind of dark reprise of the 1990s, except with Facebook.
I thought it wasn't going to be one of those.
All right, okay, we're going down the rabbit hole. See, we already lost viewers. I see. Our viewership has dropped off now. We've obviously hit a trigger point.
I blame you.
But yeah, I mean, drivers. Let's see. There's Ohio. We talked about Ohio already. What else, babe? What other?
Which? And hopefully someone out there in La La Land said I.O.
I-O. There we go. I had to do it.
What else? Okay, we can talk about Texan drivers, even though that might be a sensitive
Texas
subject.
drivers are wonderful, and at least I found
No,
that Texas
they can't
drivers are wonderful. I've only driven on rural roads in Texas, so I'm probably only seeing like the nice, like, you know, hillbilly truck drivers. Like one thing that really blew my mind about Texas is, like, if you're on a 2-lane road and you gotta, and like there's a slow driver that you kind of, you know, 1 lane each way type of road, and you got to get around like a slow driver. You know, normally in Ohio you'd have to, like, you know, check the left lane and kind of make sure, you know, you got enough room, and then, you know, drive in the opposing lane for a while and then get around this person. But like in Texas, they will actually get over on the shoulder for you and just let you pass them without even having to, like, worry about the left lane or anything. Like,
which is dangerous, mind you. Don't do it.
Well, I mean, these are like rural roads with lots of shoulder. I mean, they have wide shoulders in Texas because of all the farm vehicles there. So,
no,
I mean,
they got wide shoulders because they're baling all that hay.
Well, either way, I mean, I think it's lovely that they, you know, are aware enough of their surroundings that they see me behind them trying to pass them and they get over for me. I think that's wonderful, you know.
I understand that, and I'm so happy that they let you over on the shoulder. But let's talk about them merging onto the fucking highway.
To me, the cardinal rule of highway driving is you drive on the right, pass on the left. That's like everything else. Every other little highway rule is, to me, like, subservient to that. So
that's contrary to what you said the last time. You said, "Girl, I will pass on the right."
Well, yeah, because if they're not in the right lane, then I'm going to take my, yeah. I'm not going to be one of these drivers who just waits behind them. I mean, I am that a lot of times, but if there's a wide open right lane, I'm going to take it. It's not my responsibility to be babysitting the right lane for them.
Pick your battles.
Mm-hmm. You ain't going to win this one, baby.
I'm not trying to. That's why I'm picking my battles.
All right, but anywho, okay, so we have an issue with Texas drivers merge. How do they merge? What do they do? What's that like?
I mean, the on-ramp is to speed up to the flow of traffic, so then you are actually going with the flow of traffic. But no, they don't do that. They decide they're gonna putz around and then wish and pray that someone's going to let them over, instead of actually going to the speed of the highway and then just getting the fuck over. Yeah.
Well, you know, wishing and praying can only get you so far. It works about 50% of the time, but, you know, maybe them Texas boys are lucky. Who knows? Maybe they're cute and they, you know, and some handsome driver like you who's, you know, looking out for them just as like, okay, you can get over.
Girl, why are you blowing smoke up my ass right now?
So, let's see what others. I don't know. I mean, you've obviously driven a lot more states than me. What about Oregon? What are Oregon drivers like?
No comment.
I don't
have a problem.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I haven't had any, like, frustrating issues with Oregon drivers. I feel like
the only issue I have is the 84, 205, 405 fucking shit. That shit always
like the weave lane.
Yeah.
Well, and you know,
are we talking about the weave lane?
The weave lane, yeah. No, they have a quarter-mile weave lane, like on a major interchange in downtown Portland. But I'll say it's better than the weave lanes you got to deal with in Pittsburgh. You know, they give you like a 1/16th of a mile before your lane ends in a cliff somewhere. So I mean, that's a little more generous. I mean, again, you're kind of having to negotiate with, you know, bulldozing black people's apartments to basically build an extra lane of freeway in that city. So I mean, you kind of gotta compromise with your environment a little bit, I think, on that.
Hashtag no lives matter.
Right. Anyways, yeah. Oh, I should have worn my Black Lives Matter pin. We got a bunch of cute pins when we were in San Francisco. I got a Black Lives Matter pin. You know, show my allyship with the Black Lives Matter movement. We got a couple really cute. Should I even tell them about it, or should we just like wait for? Are you getting them out the show? Oh, look at this one. Okay, all right. So this is a pin that we got in San Francisco as well. I don't know if y'all can see it. Michelle 2020, holla! So, anyways, we're kind of feeling it out on who's going to be running in 2020, and so far Michelle Obama is making her statement loud and proud here. Michelle 2020, woo!
I don't think she's actually officially made her statement.
Well, no. These are all people who love. Yeah, these are all like kind of the grassroots people, kind of in the in the not organizing for America camp, but you know, probably the same. Oh yeah, we gotta slow down up here. Whoop. Yeah, let's give a little traffic update here and show you guys kind of where we're at. That's where we're at. So we got, we're going southbound on I-5 right now, kind of exiting the Seattle-Tacoma area.
They're a little far apart from each other, but more like the Tacoma.
Well, I mean, they're kind of like one megalop, kind of like New York and Philadelphia, right? Kind of like they kind of bleed together a little bit, right?
Only when you cut them.
Okay, well. So anyways, yeah, we're on I-5 South, and I don't know, what else has been going on, babe? You got anything on your mind?
I always got things on my mind, but it's mainly you.
Mwah. That's it? Alright, so, we gotta have to think of subjects now. We're stuck in traffic. Oh, come on, y'all are, let's see what y'all, we'll do a little check-in on the viewers here. Any comments yet? Nope, not yet. So, I don't know. What else? Let's see. We gotta. Oh yeah, we gotta get our Sparkle and Kick It book out, which I don't even know where.
I don't know where you.
I don't know where it is. Oh, you know what? It's probably in my orange box. My trusty orange box with my faded Bernie sticker from my faded Bernie days. All right, let's see inside. Bring out the old Sparkle and Kick It book. All right. So here we go. Our favorite booklet of, you know, full of musings for life. Okay. I like this one here. This is actually kind of a neat one. All right. Even the guru is not exempt from jolly suffering. Even the guru is not exempt from jolly suffering. That's an interesting one. I think, you know, we got a lot of young folks who are on our friends list. You know, folks I think maybe entering. I mean, I remember when I was entering kind of the workforce for the first time, you know, in my field, and my first few years as an engineer, and you're always kind of intimidated by all the old engineers, and kind of you're kind of trying to find your place in this new company, and you know, kind of show everybody around you that you know what the fuck you're doing, and you know, that all that kind of stuff. And I don't know, like, I remember when I first started, I was really afraid to speak out, because I was kind of more interested in listening and kind of learning. And I figured, okay, well, if I speak out, I'm just going to show people how dumb I am, and you know, and expose myself to a lot of credibility gaps. Yeah, kind of, you know, that whole fear of being an imposter kind of thing. But yeah, you know, I guess that kind of that expression, you know, I'm surprised sometimes when I talk to older guys, you know, they have different ways of doing things, and hell, sometimes we have better ways of doing things. And I think you'd be surprised at how much even the naive outsider's perspective can be kind of valued in a field, especially in like a utility field where a lot of those guys are so used to doing the same kind of processes and routines over and over again. You kind of lose your creativity and thinking outside the box a little bit. So yeah, I guess if you're kind of like a young gun and you're kind of in a field that's, you know, in which you're sort of outnumbered by old farts, you know, don't be afraid to speak up, you know. And a lot of times those folks, you know, they may seem stubborn, and you know, they may seem stubborn and kind of, you know, you might even get a little bit of that, you know, fuck you, how long have you been here type of attitude. But you know, I think overall, you know, it's appreciated. And I think if you work in an environment where it's systematically not appreciated, then that's kind of a bigger problem, and I think you should question whether you should be working for that company in the first place. Anywho, I guess just don't be afraid to speak your mind. You know, it's kind of the old you know, don't be afraid to ask stupid questions type of mentality.
I'm always under the mindset of there's no such thing as a stupid question. The only stupid question is a question not asked.
All right. My old band director used to say there are no such things as stupid questions, only stupid people, which I guess kind of delivers a similar point.
That and perfect practice makes perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But perfection is a let me think here. Perfection is not a state, but it is rather an attitude, I guess. like you never quite achieve perfection. It's like sort of a journey, and you know, it's one of those things you. Oh, I'm going down a rant. Anywho, I digress.
Yeah, so Labor Day's on Monday, so I'm sure a lot of you are going to be having a lot of fun this weekend. So just make sure you have a designated driver.
Mm-hmm.
Don't drive on the streets if you've been drinking, because you know the po-po gonna be out, girl. They're gonna get you.
They're gonna get you. They're coming for your kids. Coming for your wife.
Girl, they're coming for your husbands. They're getting everybody.
Mm-hmm. So, I don't even remember I mean, it's been so long since I've even seen that clip, and I don't think anybody knows what the fuck we're talking about anymore, but...
Everybody gonna know about hide your kids,
hide your kids, hide your wife.
Hide your husband.
Hide your husband. We're gonna find you.
You are so dumb. You are real dumb.
So anyways, I don't know, what's going on in Facebook land today? Anything good? Houston is kind of coming up from, is kind of drying out, I believe. So thoughts and prayers go to the good folks down in Houston, Texas, as they kind of get through this really challenging time. Yeah, that's a hell of a storm. Category 4 that became became a very, very, very prolonged tropical storm. Like who would have?
She was wet, girl.
Yeah, that was a.
Harvey was wet.
She was wet, she was angry, and she was long. She just sat her fat ass on that city and just didn't move anywhere. She got real comfortable. So, anywho, best of luck to everybody down there with kind of rebuilding their lives and everything. I don't know, that seems like that's been really the only thing going on this week in the news. I haven't really seen anything else. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what else has been going on. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of all we got. So, anywho, we're going to be entering Portland probably realistically around 7 o'clock. So if any of you Portland folks want to hang out, want to do something, hit us up. Anywho, other than that, reporting live from somewhere south of Tacoma, Washington, this is Mike.
I'm Matt.
And have a fabulous Friday, everybody.